Good evening, team. Thanks for joining for today's demo on our 3-month online course about AI and generative AI, including agentic AI. So I'm going to give briefly about what we will be covering on this 3-month course, which is online, along with all the use cases and the products that we have been developing, etc. So basically, why AI is, or as you know, AI started like a few months, like a few years back, and we used to hear all these buzzwords, etc. It started with artificial intelligence, then it became, machine learning, then it became NLP. Now we have been talking about generative AI and agentic AI. So, with the evolution of ChatGPT from OpenAI, everything changed all of a sudden. Every user, every person on this planet started using the applications of generative AI, and all the companies right now have been started adopting these technologies, and they have been looking for people who knows these technologies, especially in building large language models or short language models, or how to leverage these generative AI tools like ChatGPT or Copilot or Gemini, etc. So there has been a tremendous demand for the people who have been trained or know about these tools, whether you are a software engineer or a mechanical engineer or a doctor or accountant, but companies wanted to hire the people who knows these domain experts, who knows these extra skills, especially from generative AI. These are the different roles that we will be targeting: AML engineer, a data scientist, or even prompt engineer, the people who knows about how to ask the questions um, for these Gen AI models like ChatGPT or Dale, etc. And also NLP engineers, natural language processing engineers, or computer vision, especially when companies dealing with video content. And also AI testers, like we have QA tester jobs now. They are being transferred more as AI testers. Whatever models, backend Python models or front-end, whatever the tools have been tested, they want people to be properly test those technologies. And also AI support. These are the various roles that we see nowadays from AI and the generative AI job skill. And we started this company. Kalpra means Kalpita Prajna. In Sanskrit, it means artificial intelligence. We started academy. We have IT companies. We have VFX. We have academy. We have other products as well, oil and gas, etc. But this is our brand. So we started this academy a few years back. Idea is to train the fresh graduates or the software professionals or experienced professionals in various domains who have been looking to enhance their skills, learn those new skills into Python, AI, machine learning, generative AI, etc., so that they will take advantage of these technologies in order to progress into their career. And we design these courses in such a way that it's more like a hands-on and industry-oriented projects, etc. And also, we have been developing various products for example, oil and gas, healthcare, manufacturing, etc. So from this course, you will get hands-on, experience on one of our products as well, how we are developing it, why we are developing it, and what is our business objective, and also how we are reaching out to various clients once we develop these products. This is internships. I'm not sure any of you are like students or fresh graduates looking for you know jobs or internships. But basically, the idea is whether you're a fresh graduate or an experienced professional or a housewife, looking to learn these skills and enhance your, job opportunities or career growth. That's how we designed the course curriculum. And this is briefly about me. I live in Houston, Texas, and I did PhD in the United States in oil and gas. And I started this Kalpra Tech during COVID time in Texas. And since then, I started expanding it into various industries, and we started focusing mostly on AI and generative AI. I'm not sure how many of you already know about AI or data science, etc. But I will briefly and quickly run through these basic stuff. Data science is basically it's when you have a data being generated or anything by using machine learning algorithms, whether that is supervised or unsupervised algorithms, usually run these algorithms and to get the insights. That is what data science or part of AI. But once you run those algorithms and try to look at or visualize those results, this is what data scientists do. Not only running the algorithms, doing machine learning, tasks, but they also visualize and present those results to the stakeholders. That's what any typical data scientist do. Why data science is very important? Because for any company, whether it's any oil and gas or it's a medical company or manufacturing, any industry, even banking sector, etc. So every industry, every company generate lots of data, whether that is a structured data, unstructured data. That means data is in the Excel sheet in the tabular format, text or numbers, numerical data, or even the images or PDF documents, lot of stuff. The advantage with this AI data science is basically you feed this data into machine learning algorithms, and they try to understand the data, various patterns, insights, and it gives the results or valuable insights where you can glean a lot of information from that various formats of data. That's what data scientists do. And we have been already living in this world of data science for a while. This is nothing new, to be frank. If you look at YouTube or Netflix or Uber or any applications, most of the applications that you have in our mobile phone use a form of AI to better understand you or the customers or the businesses. So when it started, almost like a decade back, data science was really a hot, demanding skill. Since few years back, still it is a demanding skill, and every tech company, every most of these companies, every industry, see even government jobs also, they are demanding the people who knows these AML or data science skills, so that they want to hire them immediately. And data science rules, basically, they have been increasing year by year. Now they are calling slightly different with the evolution of generative AI, which I will talk in a bit. But data science is basically the foundation. So as we have seen those roles, they have AML engineers, generative AI engineers, data scientists, etc. But data science is basically the foundation of all these AI job opportunities. And as I mentioned, various industries, they have different applications like predictive diagnostics or AI-assisted imaging, understanding pneumonia or any other conditions from the X-rays or MRIs, etc. And drug discovery. This is where companies like Redis Labs or few US companies they're like Pfizer, etc. What they're trying to do is usually they spend a lot of time and of course money on finding or developing any drug, but with the evolution of AI, they can reduce that time period. Usually, it used to take like anywhere between 3 to 8 years once they started developing a drug, for example, for cancer or for any other medical condition. But AI, it is doing all those simulations and it is helping these labs to reduce the time. Time is money here, and in finance, like in banks, fraud detection, cyber, problems, etc., credit scoring, or risk management. So The financial insurance, again, nowadays it's becoming very complicated, especially there are a lot of people who want to take our money, since everything became a digital. So these banks, they want to be very, very sure that their customers are not being affected by any kind of, financial digital crimes. And sports as well, you might have seen few applications of AI or machine learning being used in the sports and the e-commerce. Especially, you might have this Amazon or Flipkart or other applications as well. They know what are your preferences, what is the typical customer is buying with the same age group, with the same households, etc. So that's how they are trying to understand their customer needs as well. And entertainment, like if you open Facebook or Insta or even LinkedIn, they know very well about you. They try to understand how you are, and how much time you are spending, what is that you are surfing or viewing. And this is what you are going to learn. You may be wondering, hey, my background is different, or I never learned anything about data science skills or AI, etc. So this is we designed this course in a such a way that it's for almost like everyone. If you know few concepts, that's always good. If you don't know, you're from a different background, etc. We start this course from very, very basic level, and we go slowly. And this course runs on weekdays, almost 1.5 hours per day, and you'll be given different assignments, study materials. So you can assume you'll be spending another hour of to better understand these skills. So these are the topics we will be covering. We call it expert data analysis, basically understanding the data through visualization. If there is any data cleaning needed, we will learn the steps how to clean the data, because in machine learning, basically data garbage in is garbage out. That means it is our responsibility to make sure the data that we are feeding into machine learning algorithms should be cleaned as much as possible. Otherwise, these algorithms, they evaluate every data point, and if the data is not so clean, then the results also will be not so great. And we will also cover statistics and probability, because these are the most of the machine learning algorithms are derived from these mathematical theories and concepts. And also we will learn about machine learning workflow and what types of learning are there: supervised, unsupervised, and of course reinforcement learning. And these are briefly about few algorithms like linear regression, decision trees, support vector machines, gradient boosting, neural networks, etc. You don't need to worry if you did not hear about these algorithms before, but this is what you will be learning in this course. And these are few other algorithms as well, like random forest, etc. And neural networks as well. And this is something, with the evolution of a lot of data, and neural networks were there for a while, but once you have a single layer or multi-layer or deep learning neural networks, etc., as you have more complex data, like whether that is images or videos or voice, so then we use neural networks in order to analyze that data. So you will slowly, from structured data, unstructured data, from machine learning, supervised and unsupervised, then in this course, you will learn deeply about neural networks as well. That's how this self, driving cars or robots, every aspect of that, technology, they usually use deep neural networks. So this is what was happening, I can say, till end of 2022 or early 2023, because all those techniques were there, and most of was happening as a part of machine learning or deep neural networks. But with the evolution of generative AI and LLMs, especially from OpenAI, for example, ChatGPT, so everything changed. Till that time, most of those applications of machine learning and AI were being used at a corporate level, at the enterprise level, at companies level, But with this generative AI, and once they released the ChatGPT, then it became available to every user. I'm pretty sure, if we have kids, probably they might have been using already ChatGPT or Gemini or Copilot, to learn their skills, their even they are using it to, complete their assignments, etc. So in this course, we will also cover LLMs, what are large language models, and what are the popular LLMs right now there, and how OpenAI or Google or Microsoft have been developing these. What are the differences between them? And we will also test what is the methods or technology behind various LLM models. And this is what is happening. OpenAI, even they released the GPT-5 a few weeks back, and Google's Gemini, Meta's Llama models, etc. And we will try to test them and understand, because there are still slightly differences among these LLM models as well. And we still believe OpenAI's, GPT is still the best one. And generative AI, like basically the main advantage with generative AI is it deals with text. You ask any question, it gives the answer. Previously, we used it to ask questions or try to find the information from the Google. And what Google used it to do, it usually throws you a bunch of websites or some information. Still, you need to go through those links and try to read it and try to find out your answer, isn't it? But with this ChatGPT, you ask the question and immediately it gives the answer. It's Q&A. That is the advantage. That is how these AI, which is LLMs, they try to understand from the world, from all the textbooks content, from all the internet, from all the information that is available publicly. They churn the data and immediately they try to find the answer and give it to you right away. And here few examples we post here, customer support wise or education wise, healthcare wise, and software development wise as well. We will deeply dive into these examples along with how these LLMs are being built as well. And career-wise, these are the latest job trends you see either on LinkedIn or Naukri or Dice, etc. Prompt engineer. This is one of the demanding skills right now. So prompt engineer means once you are asking those questions, ChatGPT, but you should be able to ask the question in a right way to get the right answer. Then only that algorithm or that bot, ChatGPT bot, will understand. If you cannot ask the question right way, you will not get it. That's what that we call it as prompting. And they are hiring prompt engineers basically so that these LLMs will understand what exactly the customer is asking them. And AML researcher, that's always, once you have more experience or advanced degrees, companies are looking to have, because with these models and algorithms, they always need researchers to test it and analyze it and do a lot of development. Product managers, the same way, data scientists, and nowadays everyone is talking about ethics and AI policy, because AI can do relatively anything. Now the governments and these big giants like Google or Meta, etc. Now they're jumping in and they want to make sure AI or development of AI is not crossing the boundaries. So that's how, especially in these big organizations, they are hiring ethical AI engineers as well. So from our Kalpra Academy, you will we have been offering various courses on data science, AI, generative AI, etc. For a while, and most of our trainers are the people who are working actually in US, directly working for various clients, because all these trainers are actually our own H1B consultants. So that is how I request them, hey, you have hands-on experience, why don't you share? As we know, they cannot show their actual projects, but they are there to share their knowledge with the course participants. And you will be learning various tools. You don't need to worry if if you're not a software engineer or never learn any courses, etc. But all this data science or machine learning, we use either Python or R, but Python is the best choice. And within that, you will be learning a lot of libraries. So initial few weeks, that's how you will be spending time on Python and learning various libraries, including running few machine learning algorithms. So beginner level, intermediate and advanced and professional growth, we have designed in such a way based on their experience and skill level. We have various courses. This is one of the advantages. Basically, all of our instructors are experienced. They have been working for the last few years, and if it is generative AI, for the last or 1.5 year, and all have minimum 10 plus years experience in the data science world. And also you will get exposure to one or two of our products that we have been developing, especially for oil and gas and healthcare, and from OCR and GPT point of view. And this is the course overview. In the first few weeks, we will focus on teaching you Python and data skills. Then we will slowly jump into statistics and EDA, then machine learning algorithms, and slowly we will jump into natural language processing and deep learning basics, etc. In the last 1 month or so, you will be gaining knowledge on generative AI essentials and project for you as well. And we will also talk about agentic AI, because that is where we are, all these companies have been progressing towards, especially building agents, whether that is, agent for a bank or agent for a hospital or agent for automation or various examples. So we will slowly dive into agentic AI as well. So this is briefly about it, and we also have a tool called Proxima LMS. That's where you will be logging in and attending all these online sessions. And even if you miss one or two sessions, those videos, recorded sessions will be available on our tool as well. And also we already have few, previous course demos and some brief introduction videos. You can always sign up and watch them for free there. I think this is briefly about what we'll be covering. And I believe this course is starting from next Monday or so, and it runs, I'm not sure, 8:30 a.m. India time. Am I correct, team?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So, team, if you have any questions, please feel free to unmute and you can ask. Thank you. Thanks for your time.
I think everyone is good.